Is there a possibility that there's a multiverse, just like in the Marvel films, where somewhere else there's like a version of me and a version of you and a version of Dom?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Wow, that's possible. That's possible.
There are different kinds of multiverse.
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds and seek out new life and new civilizations.
That's right.
To boldly go where no man has gone before. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Cox, Professor Brian Cox.
Me. Is that
What?
Is that your impression?
It's Frank Sidebottom.
It's Frank Sidebottom.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, it isn't. It's you trying to do me and sounding like Frank Sidebottom.
I do a good impression of you. I mean, it doesn't sound like you, but in my head, it's good. Let's get rid of Frank. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Always lovely to see you.
Yeah, it's great to be on. You know, I was sat in a room listening to it, and you were saying, "I hope he's going to turn up." And I was sat in this little room downstairs with a Leeds top on the wall.
Yes.
Liam Gallagher.
You're in our green room.
Well,
Lovely.
I've been here for about 15 minutes.
All right, okay, all right.
sorry.
Well, don't worry. You're on now. How is space doing these days?
It's same as ever.
It is, yeah.
Big,
Yeah.
changing.
We've got some questions from our listeners. I've got some questions. I tried to come up with some really good questions because what I love talking to you about everything is there are no stupid questions.
No.
Even if I come up with a stupid question, you'll go, actually, that's not a stupid question because... and people will be able to experience this on your big tour.
Yeah.
It's big. It's bigger than space, your tour.
It is.
It is big. I love doing these things, and I did them. I don't know how long it was ago now, 3 or 4 years ago. The arenas here in the UK, and the reason I like it is because you can go really silly. It's like my childhood fantasy of a rock and roll tour. It's like prog rock cosmology. And so we've decided that, if anyone saw it last time, we had this enormous screens in places like the O2 and in the arenas in Manchester and everywhere. And now we've got, I found out that I could double the size of it, but the technology's got better.
Great.
So you can hang more weight off the roof without causing the roof to cave in. So it's going to be... And also, since last time, the James Webb Space Telescope has been launched. And the images, the quality of the images that are coming down every day are just astonishing.
Really?
So you can stick those on 30 metres by whatever
How
it is.
far into space does that telescope stretch?
It's a very good question. And a couple of weeks ago, I think, or a couple of months ago, the most distant galaxy ever photographed was the photograph was released. And this is a galaxy from which the light has been travelling for over 13.4 billion years to reach us. So it's a galaxy that the universe is 13.8 billion years old.
Whoa.
So you're seeing this thing, this little red blob in the photograph as it was just after it had formed, close to the Big Bang. And even unbelievably, can you imagine that light travelling 13.4 billion years?
No.
Just for some context, the Earth is 4.5 billion years old. So it was way more than halfway here before the Earth had bothered forming, But yet they've detected what it's made of. They've detected oxygen in it. And so
What, from the telescope?
Yeah, from the light from this galaxy that's been travelling for 13.4 billion years. It's unbelievable.
It's incredible.
That you can see these things. And actually, there's a mystery there because... And this is one of the reasons we launched the telescope. Well, by we, I don't mean me. I mean, science launched the telescope. Is because we didn't really know and understand how the first stars and galaxies formed in the universe. And indeed, we're seeing these pictures and this data, and it's showing that we didn't really understand it properly. And there are things we don't understand about the way everything formed in the first place after the Big Bang.
Do you find it amazing that with all that technology, things like escalators still pack up? do you know what I mean? We've got a lift here out of order until December.
I find it, if you think about the universe, so 13.8 billion years ago, after 3 minutes, so 3 minutes after the Big Bang, pretty much all the helium that you get in balloons at parties, right, that had all formed by 3 minutes after the Big Bang, which is amazing in itself. And then you wait 13.8 billion years and someone's built a lift
Yeah,
I
exactly.
find that's part of what this tour's about. It's about how did you go from some hydrogen and helium 13.8 billion years ago to someone building a lift.
Yeah.
It's that when you look at the lift next time you get in one, you can look at it with a different view. It's like, this is an amazing thing that these things exist in the universe.
So this is Brian's new tour where he shows all these different pictures of lifts.
Yes, lots of different escalators.
So the last tour was Horizons, and then this tour is called Emergence. Now, the UK and Ireland leg of the tour kicks off next year. And it literally goes all over the world, and we've got the dates here. So if you're a friend of Brian's, you ain't seen him now for a while. So
for years, actually.
You've got your work in progress shows.
Yeah.
Which are places like the Lancaster Grand and Watford Palace and Colchester Hall. And then very quickly you move on, and then you do Australia and New Zealand, and then you're doing arenas around the UK, then you do America all over the place. It's run the last day I have, and there might even be more, is Dallas, Texas on Friday the 5th of February, 2027.
Yeah, there are more then, because then there's all of Canada.
Oh, my God.
And then I think the east coast of America. And then probably, hopefully, South America. I've never done a show in South America.
Wow.
But yeah, it goes on and on. And a bit like the universe, a bit like space.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
there's no end.
If you would like to go and see one of these shows, briancoxlive.co.uk, tickets are on sale now, and we always say this every time we have you on. There's no way you will go to see this show live and leave going, that's a bit boring, wasn't it? There's just no way you're going to be bored, because it's fascinating.
Incredible.
It's like you, and when I used to watch The West Wing, I used to love watching The West Wing, and I never really knew what was going on because it's all about American politics. And I can listen to you talk for hours, and I'll be with you. I'm with you. Now you've lost me, but it's fascinating and I love it.
Yeah. It hurts your brain.
It starts with Kepler, so Johannes Kepler. So he was 1609. So he's famous for the laws of planetary motion. So he figured out how planets orbit around the sun, which then Newton used a bit later. So it's the beginning of modern science. But it's 1609. And he told this story about walking across a bridge in Prague on New Year's Eve in a snowstorm to a party at his benefactor's house, so the person that paid him.
Right.
And he realised he didn't have a present for him. So he looked at the snowflakes on his arm and thought, and he asked a brilliant question, which is, why are they all six-cornered? Why are they all six-sided? And this is the 1600s. He didn't know anything. But he thought, well, it must be something to do with water, because they come out of the water, and it must be the building blocks of the water that do that. And this is all right. But in the end, he went to his party and said, I brought you the gift of almost nothing. But in that gift, the snowflake, the entire universe lives in the snowflake. So the story of the universe is in this almost nothing. And it's wonderful. And that's the...
You should have just got a bottle of wine.
Exactly. Yeah, we forgot the bottle of wine. But it's the point about the show is it's only 400 years ago.
Yeah.
So in 400 years, we've gone from knowing nothing.
Yeah.
And we didn't know anything before. No one really made any progress in understanding stuff until about 1600. And from then, we've gone to the edge of the solar system. So all those planets that Kepler was seeing in the sky and thinking, how do they move? We visited them all in 400 years. So part of it is about that. How did we do that?
Yeah, it is amazing.
Isn't it? Is our rate of learning getting quicker, if you like? So will we learn more in the 400 years coming up than the last 400 years?
I suspect if we don't mess it up, which is possible, then I suspect so.
Will we still be here in 400 years?
I mean, I hope so. I mean, when I was last here, on the last tour, I talked a lot about how many civilizations there might be in a galaxy. And we don't know, of course. But a lot of people guess that one is the answer in the Milky Way galaxy, which is us.
Yeah.
And so if we're not here in 400 years, it's possible that there'll be nothing here in a galaxy of 400 billion suns.
Wow.
Potentially forever.
Wow.
So really, I think we have a responsibility not to mess this up.
Yeah.
Right. Can I ask you some questions?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll try to come up with some questions. I've done silly questions with you before. I can always do silly questions, but I thought I need to come up with a question.
No silly question.
Well, this is it.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd come up with...
By example.
Okay, you ready? Here's my question. Does time exist by itself?
That's a brilliant question.
Yes!
Oh, you've asked a brilliant question.
And I'm wearing a Shaggy from Scooby-Doo baseball cap as I ask it.
It's quite disconcerting.
Does time exist by itself?
Yes.
Yeah, the answer is we don't know. We don't know what time is. And there's some work being done now on, for example, what's the smallest clock? So can you make a clock out of a few atoms? And what is it? What is it actually measuring? And we don't really, honestly, it's not even we don't really know. We don't know what it is. And some of the work studying black holes is suggesting that space and time, which are mixed together, according to Einstein, space and time might be made of something. So they might emerge, to use that phrase, from something else.
Oh.
So building blocks of space.
Matter.
Yeah. And it looks like, I'll just say the words because it doesn't matter. Is it a network of entangled qubits?
Thank you.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't say it, we would have done.
But it's just remarkable that we're thinking now about the ingredients, the building blocks of space and time out of which it emerges.
Okay, second question. Is there a possibility that there's a multiverse, just like in the Marvel films, where somewhere else there's like a version of me and a version of you and a version of Dom?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Wow, that's possible. That's possible.
There are different kinds of multiverse.
Wow.
We could go on forever about that.
I love that as well.
There's one called the inflationary multiverse, essentially suggests that there may be an infinite number of bubble universes, of which this is one. So an infinite number of universes.
A bubble universe.
Well, so then you have to come up with another name because you might say, well, the universe is everything.
Right.
So that's the multiverse. All right. So it could be the multiverse. So we tend to say that these little things. So our universe, by the way, the piece of our universe that we can see has got 2 trillion galaxies in it, each with hundreds of billions of stars and trillions of planets. And there are 2 trillion of them in the bit we can see. It's definitely bigger than that. That's what I referred to when I said this little thing that we live in.
Incredible.
Fascinating. I love it. I'm buying tickets.
Actually hurts your head.
I'm already buying tickets.
Yeah.
When it comes to chocolate, do you prefer Mars or Galaxy?
Good question.
Mars, if from the fridge.
Yes.
Oh.
Always from the fridge.
No,
Spot on.
I'm not sure.
I'm not so keen on them if they're like room temperature.
I'm not.
I'm not sure about chocolate in the fridge. I hate to say this, Professor Brian Cox. I think you might be wrong.
You think that Mars is better?
Because if it's in the
Mars bar
it's too hard. If it's been in the fridge a while, it's too hard.
Mars is cold. So it's technically incorrect.
Exactly.
I'll give you that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will give you that. Many questions I know you're going to ask. Oh, by the way, we waved at you the other day, me and Dom, and you didn't wave back, and we were very disappointed. I just want to point that out. Yeah. What?
Where were you?
At the Royal Albert Hall, watching Eric Idle.
Yeah.
Did you wave?
Yeah, we saw you on stage at right at the end of that.
I wandered on stage at the end.
So much fun.
Yeah.
It was
so much
brilliant.
Fun.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Great.
Really, really good. Okay, so many people have texted in asking about this comet and are we all going to die?
Well, I mean, we are all going to die.
Okay.
That's a separate question.
Oh, God.
It's
a bit.
Biology, isn't it?
Is it 3-eye Atlas?
As a result of that.
Yeah.
It's 3-eye Atlas. So it's...
Someone's saying, is it aliens?
No.
We've had lots of people saying it's aliens.
No, it isn't.
No.
It's interesting. It is a comet from another solar system.
Sir, and just to remind us all, a comet is what?
Well, I mean, usually they're described as icy snowballs.
Right.
So, but I think this one's got a lot of carbon dioxide ice in it as well. I think we're looking at it now because it's close to Mars. So it's remarkable that the spacecraft we have on Mars are now watching this thing as it goes past.
So sorry to interrupt again. And how is a comet formed? Like, how does that? Is it fallen debris or is it something that was built up?
In our solar system, there's a thing, so beyond the orbit of Neptune, so right out, a long way out, there's a thing called the Kuiper Belt, which is a load of icy sort of snowbally little things. And then beyond that, there's a thing called the Oort cloud, which might go out a light year. So it might go some way about a quarter of the way to the nearest star. This huge sort of swirl of these little things, icy things that surround the sun.
Right.
So all solar systems probably have that. We don't know, but we suspect all of them do.
Right.
So what happened to this thing is, and I saw the other day that it's thought that it might be very old. So it might be way before our solar system formed.
Right.
This thing was orbiting around another star, and because of a collision or something got knocked out and has been travelling through the galaxy. So it's fascinating because it's a messenger from the past
Wow.
in a way, and it's from another solar system, perhaps thousands or tens of thousands of. We don't know how far away this solar system was that it came from. So it's a fascinating object. We think that this happens quite a lot,
right?
But we've just started detecting them because we have these wonderful telescopes. There's one called the Vera Rubin Observatory. I'm going to use those in the tour, actually. It takes high-resolution pictures in ridiculous resolution every night. And so you can see things move in them. So you can see supernova explosions, you can see asteroids and comets and things, because it just takes a picture every night of the sky.
Wow.
And so we're detecting more and more of these things. So we think it happens quite a lot. But it's wonderful if you can analyse them, because you can see bits of another solar system.
So we're all sitting here going, oh my God, there's a comet hurtling towards the Earth maybe. And all you guys are going, oh my God, this comet is there. We can properly look at it and we can try and learn exactly what is in it and possibly where it moves and how it moves and where it's come from and all of that.
And it might have formed 10 billion years ago, this thing.
Wow.
So it could be a really old relic of an earlier time in the galaxy. It's a fascinating object.
Is it going to hit us?
No.
Great. That's all we need to worry about.
That's good, because Dave in Derby was quite worried about it.
No, don't worry about it. It's missing us by a long way.
That's fine.
Okay, so
one day one will hit us. One day one will hit us.
Oh yeah,
I
but
suspect.
we won't be around.
I mean, the dinosaurs got wiped out by one.
Exactly.
So they do hit us occasionally, but it's not that one.
Yeah.
Siobhan from Bedford, there was so many questions came in, but this is I really like this one. My family think I'm bonkers because I never sleep when there's a full moon. It can't be a coincidence, and I just wanted to know, is there any scientific reason for this happening from a very, very tired and angry through lack of sleep person, Siobhan?
Close the curtains.
But is it...
Is that what? Is it the light?
Is her
just
the But no, but,
is that what it is? But does it happen when it's cloudy?
But she just said she never sleeps when there's a full moon.
Oh, yeah, it could just be the light coming in the window.
That's really.
Well, what if she's got an eye mask on, but she still can't sleep?
Ah, yeah.
Well, we could ask her whether she has an eye. Oh, that might be the other advice. Put an eye mask on. I think.
So you don't think there's a connection between her lack of sleep and the full moon? Apart from light?
Unless, I suppose, that I'm turning into one of those self-help people now. Unless she's worried about, maybe she worries about the fact that there's a full moon because she knows when it is. So maybe she goes to bed going, it's a full moon tonight.
Right.
So maybe... I would say stop worrying.
I think, Siobhan, we've actually found the one stupid
or
question.
It could be that you should just close the curtain.
Close the curtains and wear an eye mask. There you are, Siobhan.
Yeah.
She's a werewolf, someone says. No, she's not.
No, she's not a werewolf.
It's possible. No, it isn't possible. I was going to say it's possible, but it isn't, is it?
That's not possible.
Because they don't exist.
Yeah. I don't think so.
All right, here we go. You ready? Here's a quick one. See if you can do a yes or no to this. Theoretically, if you could travel faster than light for long enough, could you then turn to look back and see yourself in the past or see Earth with dinosaurs on?
So you can't travel faster than light. So if you could, then you could. If you could, then you could do that. But you can't. As far as we understand, I'll give you an example. So the 1 minute, the 30-second description of Einstein's theory of relativity, which is where this comes from, is that as you travel closer and closer to the speed of light, then distances to places shrink from your point of view. So the number I always have in my head is from the Large Hadron Collider, the protons, the particles go around the LHC in CERN, the particle collider, at 99.999999% the speed of light. So that's pretty close to the speed of light.
Right.
So at that speed, distances shrink by a factor of 7,000. So from the perspective of these particles, this 27-kilometre in circumference particle accelerator looks about 4 metres. So that and if you go at the speed of light, the distance shrinks to 0 between everything. So the distance to every galaxy in the universe from the point of view of a beam of light is 0. So you can't. Just think I can't do anything. I can't go any faster than that. So that it's a very bizarre.
Could you just say to Michael, yes, you can see dinosaurs?
Well, no, because it said if you can travel. I can't accept the premise.
Okay, all right.
Exactly.
Okay.
It would be incorrect. But I know what you mean. If you could just suddenly go, right, click my fingers and go a million light years away.
Yes.
And then get a big telescope. If you could do that instantly and then turn around, then you'd be a million light years away, so you'd be seeing the Earth as it was a million years in the past.
Right. Michael,
I'm
going to translate. This is a yes. There you go, Michael. You can see dinosaurs. And on that bombshell, we have to wrap this up because you've got a busy day.
Can you not stay until 10?
Brian Cox Live. I would love that. BrianCoxLive.co.uk is where you get your tickets. And absolutely go and get tickets. Absolutely go and get tickets and have an amazing night. Just don't go to the pub and get tanked up beforehand. You won't have a clue what's going on.
Go after, though.
Go after.
Definitely go
to face the existential terror.
Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Brian Cox, everybody. Lovely to see you.
The Chris Moyle Show. Radio X. The Chris Moyle Show.